13 Money mistakes to steer clear of how to manage your money well. People commit financial errors. It comes with being a human. Society encourages us to overspend, search for the mythical brass ring, and, most importantly, measure our success in terms of money. It is entirely normal to become entangled in these webs. The secret is to take what we've learned from these errors and not make the same ones again. These are a few simple strategies to stay out of financial pitfalls and how to get out of them if you've already fallen into one. First on the list, overspending. Although it may seem simple to you, it's alarmingly typical to spend money on unnecessary items. The distinction between need and want is getting harder to make. Spending money and time on leisure, extreme enjoyment, and even upholding a specific image are all characteristics of the information and social media age. These can include luxuries like jewelry, fancy clothes, electronics, and eating out. Consider this the next time you reach for your wallet to purchase the newest tech gadget or another pair of designer jeans. Do I truly need this? Most likely, you don't, and if you save that money instead, you'll end up considerably better off in the long term. The second, infinite payments. Using payment plans for everything can be costly, but they can be a financial lifesaver for bills and necessities. The no fuss, no muss approach to paying for content is promoted by monthly subscriptions to streaming music or video services, and it works. The only problem is that they quickly add up. Notable offenders include Netflix and Spotify, but don't overlook underutilized gaming subscriptions, cable TV, and gym memberships. These kinds of automatic payments are especially sneaky since they force you to pay constantly even if you don't own anything. Try paying manually whenever you can for the services you actually use and like. It can have a significant positive impact on your bank account. Number 3. Subsisting off of debt. In today's world, credit cards are essential. Additionally, they may help you raise your credit score, which increases your chances of getting a bank loan or a car loan, both of which you really need. However, credit cards are also being used these days to pay for a variety of commonplace items that belong in your monthly budget, such as groceries and gas. The issue is that credit card firms charge exorbitant interest rates for the ability to purchase items without paying for them up front. Additionally, there's a greater chance that you may overspend when you rely on credit. Fourth, pursuing credit card benefits. It's enjoyable to accumulate reward points, particularly when using them to fund a much-needed trip. Like engaging in a game. However, if all you're doing is buying things to accrue points, things can easily get out of control. We all want to succeed and feel good about ourselves, so it's tempting, but going beyond in order to get those points and fictitious miles might end badly. Because of this, you should always check to see if your priorities are in line by reviewing your goals, both financial and otherwise. No. 5. Purchasing a new vehicle. For a variety of reasons, a large number of people fall into the trap of buying a new car and, equally frequently, experience buyer's regret. Finances is one of those factors. An automobile depreciates rapidly. Your new car's value starts to decline the moment you drive it out of the dealership. In addition to the expensive monthly payments, other expenses like maintenance, dealer fees, insurance, and registration can mount up. Although buying a second-hand automobile or keeping up with an older car even after it has been paid off may not be as enjoyable, your pocketbook will appreciate it. Number 6. Taking out loans to purchase items that depreciate. Although there are numerous other items that depreciate in value, cars may be the most common one. Individuals frequently utilize credit cards or loans to cover the cost of items like laptops, tablets, cell phones, large screen TVs, and so forth. All of these things can be helpful and even required in some situations, but they also become obsolete very rapidly. Although possessing the newest and greatest luxury item appears to provide a certain intangible status, this line of thinking is highly costly over time. The 7th is not having a budget. It could seem tough to come up with a workable budget. However, if implemented and followed, it can bring about the much-needed stability and discipline in finances. One adaptable strategy to stick to your spending plan is to adhere to the 50-20-30ths rule. In general, you should set aside 50% of your take-home salary for essential expenses, which include housing, transportation, utilities, and food. 30% goes toward lifestyle choices, such as presents, travel, eating out, shopping, and other non-essentials. 20% goes toward financial priorities, such as debt, retirement, and savings. And don't forget to keep track of your financial expenditures. For this, you might make use of free apps or websites. These can frequently notify you when you are going over budget and assist you in tightening your expenditures even more. Number 8. Insufficient investment and financial planning. Planning ahead and conserving money are important steps toward financial independence, but so is taking advantage of profitable investment opportunities to create additional sources of income. Prudent budgeting can result in savings and a surplus that can be invested. Investing well can involve buying stocks, bonds, real estate, or launching your own company. The compound factor, which refers to the expected amount an investment can grow over time, can be advantageous if you have a sizable quantity set aside for investments. But you need to control your costs so that you spend less than you earn and save the difference if you're constantly broke and your expenses are greater than your income. Recall that savings are equal to income less expenses. Number 9. Not having a safety net. The idea of setting aside money for rainy days is not new. A few $1,000s is something that many individuals save for emergencies. Furthermore, while this is a start in the right direction, it is insignificant in the face of a true emergency. Save in accordance with your needs, just as you live. If you earn $100,000 annually, a $25,000 emergency fund will not be sufficient in the event that you lose your job. It's a good idea to have 6 months' worth of salary saved up in an emergency fund, and to utilize it only in cases of genuine need. You can always adjust your emergency reserves to reflect changes in your income or expenses. Number 10. Not realizing how important it is to establish good credit. Your financial future is determined by a number of things, even if you are living within your means, saving responsibly, and managing your spending. Your credit is among them. Although credit is a complex beast, in general, lower interest rates correspond with higher credit ratings. Therefore, you should endeavor to establish some excellent credit practices, such as making on-time credit card and other debt payments, utilizing no more than 10 to 30% of your available credit, regularly monitoring your credit score and report, carefully examining it and challenging any errors. Number 11. Purchasing a home you cannot afford. Purchasing a home is likely to be your largest outlay of funds. It's a substantial financial commitment that can endure a lifetime. We celebrate holidays, have get-togethers, cookouts for our neighbors, and raise our kids in our house. As a result, your mortgage should be affordable over time, and the upkeep and maintenance of your house should be included in your monthly budget. You shouldn't, however, be living so extravagantly that it causes discomfort for you and your family. The bank has the power to take action if you purchase a property that is beyond your means and you are unable to make the monthly mortgage payments. This can have a negative impact on your credit score. Don't buy if you don't think the time is right. Just rent while you wait to make the move. Number 12. Holding on to a pointless career. Making the financial error of deciding to remain in a position that offers little opportunity for growth, increased income, or job satisfaction. Not everyone will always enjoy their work, and in certain situations you might need to accept a position as a stepping stone or out of desperation for employment. But you ought to make a strategy to get a better position elsewhere. Get the knowledge and abilities required to get a job more in line with your interests. Naturally, it's preferable to start this process prior to feeling ready to quit your work so that you are ready for the moment when it arrives. 13th. Depending on family to cover financial shortfalls. Families rarely recognize that sometimes these mistakes are essential for us to grow, preferring to hold us less responsible for our errors in the hopes that we will improve. This also applies to money. Don't misunderstand me. Being an adult and having to deal with student loans, attempting to save money for a home or car, or struggling to find a job as a young adult can be stressful. Asking parents for assistance is the most convenient and straightforward course of action. And although relying on family for financial support can be advantageous in the short and early stages, it is highly harmful in the long run. You lose out on important life skills about budgeting and saving money. Letting go of something is the best course of action when finances are tight. Make some lifestyle compromises in order to make ends meet. Your long-term success with personal finance depends on this. Overall, Monitoring your funds now can prove to be beneficial down the road. So try your best to stick to a tight budget. Avoid going overboard and keep track of all of your costs, large and small. Make saving a portion of your monthly income a priority, in addition to creating a sensible financial plan. As usual, please share your thoughts with us. Comment and share your thoughts below. Please like and share this video with your friends if you liked it so that we can continue to make more like it. Click the subscribe button and don't forget to click the notification bell for more videos just like this one. Don't forget to watch our other videos as well. Thank you for viewing.